What's going on, guys? Briar LaPradd here, back again with another weekly fix tutorial video here on Maconi Setup Shop. And as you can tell, there's no webcam. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice a little bit, maybe not, but I did come down with a cold. Feel like drunk, so I don't have the webcam on. Didn't really feel like, looking good for you guys on the camera. Just feeling kind of bad, but I'm going to still show you guys how to get around Chicagoland, at least for the Fixed Series. Try and get around here quickly. My best lap right now is a 30.996. And as you guys can tell, it's a 2-lap deal on these attempts that I've tried. One thing, actually, let me get to the garage menu before I start talking to you guys. 2.87 steering pinion, -2 on the offset, didn't touch the brakes or the brake bias. But yeah, the biggest thing I've noticed is that it is top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4, and it is a lap 2 deal, like I said. The cold tire effect on the next gen is just... it's pretty rough. It gets really, really tight on your first lap, so you just gotta make sure you get the tires up to temperature, and you should be good to go for your second lap. So you're definitely gonna be running the top here in 3 and 4. The biggest thing here in 3 and 4 when you're running the top is that it's gonna want to snap on you right about there. As you can see, the car just wants to point left, and it's gonna feel like the rear end's gonna want to snap around, but if you can hold the wheel as straight as you can, it should be good to go. But like I said, your first lap really doesn't matter too much. You're going to be running down about half a lane right there, just trying to get it up as high as you can without killing any momentum. But you also want to be kind of low because it gets tight in 1 and 2. But here we are, running up top here in 3 and 4. Got to be careful with the snap here. Correct it best we can. Had a little bit of another snap there, might have killed our speed, but we'll see. Running on the white here to start the lap. Get down here, 1 and 2, full lift. Get right back into it, just crank some wheel into it, hopefully it sticks. It does there. Get away from the wall to try and get all the straightaway speed you can. Get it back up on the wall on entry, full lift. Maybe tap the brake just to get the car down there. Full throttle all the way through. Should be pretty gripped up, easy to go. And bring it down to the apron to finish the lap. 30.95, pretty good lap. Hopefully that'll be pretty good for Q. I don't know how confident I am with that lap, but hopefully that doesn't get beat because I feel like I was in the throttle a majority of the lap. But we'll go ahead and review the lap, take a look at it real quick. Like I said, we have to start up top, and you've seen it snap twice, so just be super careful with it. There's the second snap there. Make sure you don't start below the apron to start your lap because it'll kill your momentum going into turn 1. And then start down in the second lane here. You don't want to be up by the wall because it's too tight to run. You can see I'm cranking a lot of wheel into it. Maybe if I give it a little bit more of an arc or just wham on the throttle a little bit more, we might be able to gain a little bit more speed out of 2 there. And then here in 3, as you can see, I full lifted and just waited on the nose to point. That way I could get it down to the bottom best I can without losing a whole lot of time. But it's qualifying, so you're trying to mat it the best you can. And that there is a 30.95 at Chicagoland in the next gen. So I believe B Fixed at iRacing Super Speedway. So if it is, I'm going to skip it. But if not, I'll see you guys in B Fixed. Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the C Fixed part of the video. Like I said before, B Fixed was at iRacing Super Speedway, so I'm going to go ahead and skip over that. But we got trucks here at Auto Club. I don't know if I've ever actually done this combo for an official race, but it seems kind of fun, not going to lie. Steering ratio is 12-1, 0 offset, 62.5 brake bias, lifted all the same. So what I've been doing for qualifying, I did try the top side in 1 and 2 because that is sometimes the way in qualifying, at least for the Xfinity cars that wasn't the Contender Series race. So can confirm it is not top 1 and 2, but it is definitely bottom 3 and 4. It's just a little loose, so you gotta be careful with it. And I'm not sure if it's a lap 1 or 2 deal. I think it could go maybe both ways. But I've been doing lap 1 because you're up to speed and the tires should be up to temperature. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna full throttle pretty easy around the top here in 3 and 4. You're gonna try and get all the momentum you can. Hold the wheel as straight as possible. Bring it down here to gain some momentum. At the very bottom here. You're going to be running the bottom here in 1 and 2. I'm gonna wide arc it. Maybe get off the gas a little bit. Try and hold the wheel as steady as possible. 400's in the green here. We're gonna try and aim for that 799 optimal that we got down there. Now to 764, see if we can hit it here. You're gonna drive around these patches here in 3 and 4. Get off the gas a little bit. Kind of let the truck do its thing here, see if we can gain a little bit more momentum coming off the top. So definitely need to keep it lower there. That's something I noticed. 816. So there's definitely a high 7 in there. So if you notice coming off 4, it started to go in the red. So if you can hold it lower off 4, I'm definitely going to hit a 7. So try and work on that. I'll show you guys the lap. And then I'm going to show you guys the turn 4 that I had on this 847. Because that's probably the turn 4 that you want. Go ahead and start it from here, because all you got to do in 3 and 4 before your warm-up lap is to hold it wide open. So here we are in turn 1. Like I said, wide arc it. Probably get out of the gas just a little bit so the rear end doesn't come around. Pretty easy 1 and 2. If you can get it down to the white line a little bit better, it probably would help. But it does get pretty loose down there. Driving around those patches there in 3 and 4. Lifting a little bit there in the center just to make sure it doesn't come around, and then hold it lower than this. And then, yeah, all the way to the finish line there. That was the 816. I'm going to show you guys the turn 4 that I was talking about. So here, drove it around the patches, lifted a little bit, and was able to keep it pretty low. That's how low you want to be. So you pretty much want to aim for this shadow right here, as you can tell, right about there. And on this other one, you can see how much higher I am. You can see I'm already pretty much higher than the shadow coming off 4. So you want to aim for that shadow or be lower than it coming off that corner. But other than that, that is it for this week. Pretty fun week, I would say. Obviously, B-Fix at iRacing Super Speedway. So if you want to go throw away some iRating, there's that. But A-Fix Chicagoland, I don't know how that'll go. It depends. But then trucks at Auto Club, I think that's going to be a really fun combo. I might try some this week, depending on how I feel. But anyways, hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys next week.